Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it.
It's more deeper questions that I be wanting to know. Like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy?
But when you tell me you want to take me shopping, what is the matter with this?
Started as quiet whispers, rumors of wild parties, strange behavior, and mysterious recordings. But everything changed when real footage began circulating online. The video, reportedly leaked or shared by Christian King Combs, son of music mogul scene Diddy Combs, offered the public a rare look behind the scenes. Unlike vague speculation or blurry clips, insiders claim the footage provided a clear view of one of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, long rumored, but never publicly confirmed.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man? You good? Great. You alright? How you enjoying this? You good? You alright? You out here? Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it.
The footage has been described as disturbing, showing intoxicated women, unsettling behavior, and familiar faces once seen as respectable. After it surfaced, attention quickly shifted beyond Diddy to others involved, especially those who stayed silent. Even without a full release, the reaction was immediate. Social media lit up with demands for accountability. At the center is Christian Combs, who may have finally decided to reveal the truth.
Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
Oh, that's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff. When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like, he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Knighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Christian Combs is no longer just Diddy's son in the public eye. For years, he mirrored his father's image, on red carpets, in music, and under the spotlight. But recently, something shifted. In interviews, he began dropping subtle hints, speaking of regret and things left unsaid. What once seemed like stress now feels like quiet warning signs. Sources suggest he's torn not just by the legal scrutiny on his father, but by a deep moral conflict. If Christian did play a role in leaking the footage, it may not have been for attention, but as a stand. A quiet way of saying, this isn't who I am. I can't stay silent anymore.
Thoroughly have a responsibility to behave a certain way, according to them. You know, and look, if I didn't have an award-winning director doing it, if I hadn't put the right people in place to produce it properly, I would understand why they would question or doubt anything. But you go into the 90s, and Kiki D said he paid him to kill Tupac. Yeah. So look, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries that went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy, and he hasn't even been arrested yet. Yeah. So where is the downfall? You mean the downfall of his credibility? Because nothing else fell yet.
Yeah, we think stuff will fall possibly.
Yes, it's a bad situation, but it hasn't happened yet. So how could you document it when it hasn't happened?
Yeah. So
that's forecasting it.
That's true.
Predicting.
That's true.
Breaking away from a powerful legacy is never easy, but Christian Combs may be ready to stand on his own, even if it means losing support from his father, the industry, or longtime allies. This doesn't seem like simple rebellion. It may be his way of protecting himself and finally speaking his truth. Now with all eyes on him, one question lingers. What was really in that footage?
Wait, you talking about that shit that happened with Diddy? You know what I'm saying? So they start to feed into me more in the hood, but in the office, that was a strike.
The full video hasn't been released, but trusted sources who claim to have seen it describe it as disturbing. Reportedly filmed at one of Diddy's homes, possibly in LA or Miami, it appears to confirm long-standing rumors about his freak-off parties. Insiders say it shows young, intoxicated women, some barely responsive, surrounded by alcohol, loud music, and well-known men. While no violence is seen, the atmosphere is said to feel coercive, with women appearing confused or pressured. Even more concerning, familiar faces are allegedly present, watching, laughing, doing nothing. Diddy is reportedly not just there, but actively involved. Now in federal hands, the video could finally turn years of rumor into concrete evidence.
Well, it's just that, oh, you think I won't drop the bag? That's what you think?
Nah, look, hey.
You got to be kidding me. Like, that's the easiest thing in the world.
asking.
And then you say, and you got to get, and I got the team. I got to come, I got to, he's stronger than linebackers. My lawyer is the, got a crew. I'm stronger than that.
You know, if you punch somebody in the mouth, they like, yo, I'm up. Like if you, right now, if you punch me in my mouth, I'm up. I'm up. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm all the way. Let me tell you, I'm all the way up. And guess what's gonna happen? Once you punch me in my mouth, I'm gonna get my man Terrence K.O. Lewis. I'm gonna get him to punch me in my mouth because then I want to get double the money.
From Chicago as his show prepares to move to L.A., Steve Harvey made headlines after a leaked memo surfaced, warning staff not to enter his dressing room uninvited. Meanwhile, the leaked footage is prompting deeper reflection. Fans of Bad Boy Entertainment are questioning the legacy, wondering who knew what, and whether the music they loved was tied to a darker truth. Christian's actions have shifted the focus beyond Diddy, casting doubt on the entire circle around him. And this story is far from over.
Did he do it, right? I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to it.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky, all of the stuff that he's doing. I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s, Kiki D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
So like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries, they went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood. And
I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of peer group of artists that I require to.
The absence of the footage has added major pressure to an already intensifying case. Federal investigators were already reviewing lawsuits, witness accounts, and digital records. If the video shows what insiders claim, illegal substances, non-consensual acts, or even minors, it could shift the case from civil to serious criminal charges. Prosecutors are reportedly working with multiple victims and insiders, and this footage may connect the dots. If identities are clear, timelines match, and crimes are visible, Diddy could be facing more than scandal. He could be looking at federal charges and prison time.
But Misa, what was the issue between both of y'all? Because you was telling me about how she put the blame on you, right? For starting a rumor about how, Justin dad was Wolf. And she made a comment saying that, the reason why you started that rumor was because you was mad that, she didn't pay you back some money she owes you, $250 or something like that.
Yo, Mighty, it was $750. But I didn't start the rumor. I let that go way back then, Mighty. Mighty, people don't understand this, is that I never quit my job as a new, stop giving parties with Slick and the family. You understand? I never stopped being the bodyguard for K. Slay. I never stopped being over Chaz Williams' Black Hand Security. I had more money at the time than China had rice. When I was playing around, Mighty, I bought my house in 99. Do you hear me? I bought my house in 99, Mighty. Misha was supposed to pay me every week based on how many days I worked for, 3 days, and then she went ghost on me. I was like, yo, what's happening? I'm calling him, man. Yo.
For years, Diddy wasn't just rich, he was a force. A music mogul, a brand builder, a cultural icon. He could launch careers with a nod. But now, that empire is unraveling. Lawsuits are piling up, and federal raids have exposed something deeper than scandal: its collapse. His inner circle has gone quiet. Celebrities are distancing themselves, sponsors are pulling out, and former collaborators are nowhere to be found. This isn't just bad press, it's a full-blown fallout. Then came the most personal blow, his own son, Christian Combs, stepping away. It wasn't just a private decision, it was a symbolic break. Behind closed doors, family tensions are rising, and the once solid Combs image is cracking.
The picture of him playing with Diddy's son Justin when he was a baby. And I remember you telling me that you used to babysit Justin. What was your reaction when that picture leaked online and it went viral?
Now they see the pictures. Man, I'm excited, man. These are some things that I spoke about, you and I talked about. And I can remember some of the comments people were saying that I was capping and lying and, you know, I was making up things and he's just saying things for his book sake. So to see Shook saying some of those things and pictures prove everything. You know what I mean? Y'all can't edit. We know who that picture is, or if you don't, you know, the main people that should know definitely know who it is.
Yeah, we see the pictures now. So when she would come to LA, she'll be messing around with Suge?
Well, you know, I guess I could say mess around because it was a little smaller stint where you know, Misa was coming down to see Suge. And like I said, as I said, I spoke about it in my book, Stranded on Death Row. She would come down there and there was a time with her and Mary. Mary and her hung out a lot back during that time. And, you know, during the time of Faith coming down there, you know, almost around that same time, maybe a little bit before Faith came down, she was in the midst of, you know, being there first. She was there first. She was around first.
The media that once celebrated him is now digging into his past. The question, how did this go unchecked for so long? The answer, power, influence, and silence. But that shield has shattered, and Diddy isn't just losing his legacy, he's watching it fall apart, piece by piece.
Freaky Man. That nickname, Freaky Man. I look at his kids and everything. It's more deeper questions that I be wanting to know. Like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? We make sure he's separated, you know, and you provide him with everything he wants. Why? He got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets. He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody because his legacy, I mean, his manhood gonna be, and not only that, his brother don't gonna look at him crazy. Only Puffy know, only God and Puffy.
Quincy, right?
Nigga Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get stopped. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or something? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just say? I got the from him because I was like, this nigga. Wait, this nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is it goes on. But there's your little fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. It's a fruit pie, trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures with me like kissing it. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little I'll be saying real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that. But I'm trying to tell you, ask me, could he take me shopping? And it me up because I'm looking like, what the fuck did this nigga just say? I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this mother. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so mother good, I'm going to feel like, God damn it, that mother with me. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But when they tell me you want to take me shopping,
around that same time, maybe a little bit before Faith came down, she was in the midst of, you know, being there first. She was there first. She was around first.
The media that once celebrated him is now digging into his past. The question, how did this go unchecked for so long? The answer, power, influence, and silence. But that shield has shattered, and Diddy isn't just losing his legacy, he's watching it fall apart piece by piece.
Freaky man. That nickname, Freaky man. I look at his kids and everything. It's more deeper questions that I be wanting to know. Like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might